Hi, in this video I am going to explain creating a release definition in Azure DevOps for Terraform repository. So I am Sunish Surendran K. I am the blogger of itinfratutorials.com. The prerequisite of this video is viewers should have a basic knowledge about Git and GitHub, and viewers should have a basic knowledge on Azure DevOps because we are going to handle build definition and release definition in this video. So next is like viewers should watch the previous my video. It's about creating a build definition in Azure DevOps for GitHub repository. So you can go to YouTube and search for creating build definition in Azure DevOps for GitHub repository. So this video I was creating a build definition in Azure DevOps, and I have a repository called Terraform. In that a Terraform file is checked in. So whenever a pull request is raised, there will be build definition running from the backend. So you can refer to this video. So let's go back to our slides. The topics we are covering in this video is creating a release definition in Azure DevOps for Terraform repository, deploying infrastructure in Azure using Terraform. So whenever this release definition run, it points to the Azure subscription, and it will create the infrastructure what we mentioned as a code in the Terraform file. Next is the GitHub. So through GitHub, when it raises a pull request, it will run a build definition. Then once it is merged, it will do a build definition plus a release definition. So this is a complete flow of DevOps. So the flow looks like this. This is the DevOps pipeline. Like user is creating the infrastructure as a code using Terraform, and he's checking in his code in the GitHub repository. So let's go and see the architecture. So this complete architecture, it is like referred to the previous video. Only one thing we added is we added the release definition, and it is pointed to the Azure. So in the last video, we created a Terraform demo repository, and we checked in the Terraform file in the main branch. And also there is another user who contributed into this main branch. So that's this part says about. And once the check-in is done, this release definition we are planning to run, and it will point to the Azure DevOps. So let's see this in action. I am in my Azure DevOps portal. So I just clicked on pipeline, and I came to the builds. So you can see that there are two builds created here. So one is for the master branch build definition, and one is for the pull request. So once the user does a pull request, then this definition will be running, and once it is committed to the main branch, this will be the definition it will be running. So let's go and create a release definition for this particular repo. I'm going to a release, new pipeline. Here I am selecting an empty job, and I am mentioning deploying to Azure. Okay. So artifacts, I want to connect to my artifact, and the project name is Terraform demo test, and source. Let's go and select my source, which is my master branch build definition, and I'm taking the latest artifact build from this particular location. That is done, and this artifact should be triggered once the build is completed. So let's click here, and I will mention continuous deployment trigger, and I will make it as enabled. So let's go to the stage deploy to Azure and go to the task. Let's add some task. So now we want to trigger the Terraform file. So let's go and search in the Terraform task, is there or not. Terraform. You can see here it's already came in my add task. So actually it will be not a part of a default. I added this from the marketplace, so that because of that it is coming for me as already in the task. So let's go and add it. Added the Terraform task. I will change the name as Terraform, and let's go here, and the template path will be this is my template path, demo drop, and it will have a main.tf, and my argument is init. So Terraform, if you seen my first video, I explained about how to create a Terraform file and what are the three actions which is required for the Terraform file. The three actions are Terraform init, Terraform plan, and Terraform apply. So Terraform init will initialize the Terraform, then Terraform plan will run against the particular account, and this is a condition of the current infrastructure. Then the third one is the apply. So apply will deploy the complete infrastructure into the Azure. So let's go and install Terraform. I want that, and use Azure's service principal endpoint. Yes, I want that. I'm clicking that, and my subscription I am selecting free trial for now. Authorize. Okay, the Azure subscription authorized. So this is my first task. Let's clone from this task. Clone. So my second task will be plan. So I will change here plan. Here also Terraform argument is changed into plan. And here I want to apply it. And here I will mention apply. So this apply will ask for the user confirmation. So we have to provide the particular arguments. Let's go and check in the document what is the silent way to trigger the Terraform. So this is a Terraform website. I'm checking for the apply parameter. For the apply action, what are the other parameters we can pass? Yes, auto and approve. Let's select that and go back to our arguments. Yes, I provided auto approve. Okay, make a task group also. If I select all the three and create a task group, and I will mention it as Terraform actions, and categories deploy, create. So this is my one task group I created. That looks fine. Next, go back to the pipeline, and it should trigger after this action. So let's see after the release. Yes, perfect. So everything looks perfect for me now. We create a task under this, and it is connected, and it will run. So let's save the release. I want to rename the release. One second, let's go and rename the release as deployment save. So we will go to the release tab one more time. So you can see that there is a deployment release created, and we have build definitions here. So let's go to the PPT. So we completed the creating of release definition, and we connected the release definition to the Azure account. So when it will be triggering is, we will raise a pull request from the new branch called feature branch again. So there will be a build definition running, and once it is merged, there will be an again build definition running and the release definition running, and it will be created in the Azure. So let's try that and see everything is working fine in the correct flow. So before that, I just want to go to my portal and check any resource group is created. Currently there is no resource group. So our Terraform file, what it will create is, it will just create a virtual machine inside the resource group. So the things required for the virtual machines will be created as part of creating the virtual machine. So let's go and see in the Terraform file. So this is my Terraform repo in IT Infra Tutorials. So let's go to my the other branch, feature branch, and here I'm just going and opening the Terraform file. So if you go through the Terraform file, you can see that it will create a resource group with the name of IT Infra Tutorials demo. So let's go and see what else. So there is a resource, and we are creating a resource group. So here also, and then virtual network, subnet, network interface. Within at the end, we are creating the virtual machine. So all those things, and for the storage disk, OS profile, OS, what is the OS we need to install. So everything we are mentioning in the Terraform file. So this is an exact example for infrastructure as a code. So this is, so what I want to do is, I want to do some changes in this file. I'm thinking, okay, let's create a Terraform demo one resource group, and let's do a check-in. Updated Terraform file. So commit change, and let's go and create a pull request. So let's see the build definition runs or not. Terraform file looks okay, and the branches, it looks okay. This is my feature branch. From feature branch to the master branch, I am going to raise a pull request. So let's create the pull request. Yes, the pull request is raised. Let's wait for the build definition to run. Perfect. Pull request build definition is running. So everything is working as expected. Let's wait for a few minutes. If you go and check in the Azure DevOps portal, if you go to builds and pull request, you can see that updated Terraform file, that pull request, that build definition for the pull request is running. Yes, it got completed successfully. Let's go and see my repository. This is the master repository. Let's do a refresh. Yes, updated Terraform file is there. Let's click on that. I want to merge this particular change into my master branch. So currently the master branch is having the name. If I go and check here, you can see that IT Infra Tutorials demo. So once it merged, it will be changed into IT Infra Tutorials demo 1. So let's go and merge it. So what is our expectation is, as per the slide is, so once this is merged, so this is the part where we are seeing the button merge to the main branch. So once it is merged, there will be a build definition running, and this build definition, after running, it will trigger the release, which will point to the Azure, and it will create the complete infrastructure. So let's go and see it in live. So I'm clicking the merge pull request, confirm. Yes, it is got merged. If you go and see here code, you can see IT Infra Tutorials demo 1 is merged. So there should be a build definition running. If you go here, click here, you can see that there is a merge pull request 2 from IT Infra Tutorials. So the build definition is currently running. So let's wait for the build definition to complete. Yes, the definition is completed. Let's go and see the release. You can see a release is started. Perfect. You can see the release started, release 1. And deploying to Azure, currently it is running. You can see what happened. The parameter we given the wrong. So let's go and edit. I want to go to the task group. Let's go here and see the apply what is the parameter. So the problem here is we copied in the wrong path. So it should be here and there is no space required. Perfect. Now it is perfect. Save. So if you go and check here in the logs, creating the subnet and it is creating the network interface. So let's go and see what is happening in the our Azure portal. So I'm just refreshing. You can see that IT Infra Tutorials Demo 1 resource group is created. So that means that our infrastructure as a code is working perfectly. It created a resource group. Let's go and see what is happening inside. Yes, it's perfectly started creating the virtual machines and my network and I see everything. Let's go and see what happened in the build definition and the release. Perfect, it got also succeeded. So if I go back here and see the status of the released, you can see that the release was a success. The release definition also successfully ran and it got deployed into the Azure. So that means that the complete flow as an Azure DevOps flow is completed. So the developer checked in his code changes to the main branch. Once the code is came to the main branch, there will be build definition running, and according to that, and there will be a release definition running, and the infrastructure is deployed. Now the developer who done the check-in go and check in the Azure, that's saying that what he written is perfect. Next video we will be showing how to create a dashboard in Azure DevOps to see how many times the build definition and the release definition ran and how much success it got. So let's see that in the next video.